ask Mr. Rao. We spoke about entrepreneurship, we spoke about having a setup within a B school structure which can give rise to entrepreneurial ability, skills, and attitude, which can help students to think creatively and come up with innovative solutions with technology as a backup. Uh, what are the other career opportunities, according to you, that you would give as an advice to students? The place where I'm coming from in terms of this question is because there's a lot of anxiety, there is a lot of confusion in the minds of students today from what we sort of receive from them. So any advice on that aspect?
Yeah, the flavor of the times is something which the institutions will have to understand and prepare the student apart from the general staff, move them to gain expertise in certain domains which are going to be useful in the current times. Domains where we can overcome the limitations of distance, where products can be remotely taken to the living rooms of various individuals and the businesses associated and the technology associated with that. The ability to look at the adjacencies of opportunities that are available, what is currently being consumed in a hybrid manner, what was previously being consumed in a hybrid manner has more or less moved to a remote manner, and therefore those adjacencies and the customer service and the ability to connect with the customer, analytics, all these things will have to be, these are separate domains actually, and that expertise one needs to develop, and that encouragement will have to come from the business school. That is one aspect. The other aspect is empathy. Empathy will become a very central theme for understanding business. Because empathy is the ability to keep oneself in the shoes of the other person. If you do not have empathy at a human level, you will not try and understand. Even at a business level, you will not try and understand the customer very well. So the user personas are very difficult to create, but with exposure to empathy, with sensitization on empathy and empathy pathways that we can practice in school, in business schools, I'm sure it will go a long way in not just becoming a very good human being, but also a very good businessman. So therefore, in customer behavior analysis, in creating user personas, empathy will be extremely useful. And another tool that we all are, I mean, I don't like to use jargon, but yes, design thinking is a process of problem solving which fundamentally is templated on empathy, and we need to find solutions accordingly. So I think the kids, the young kids, will have to be exposed to these tools. And the other point that I want to mention is that success or failure of an executive in corporate world will be greatly determined by his or her ability to synthesize few things. A lot of people are exposed to information, data. You will run few analytics. Everything is actually templated. But what you make out of it, how do you synthesize it? The sense that you can bring out of the available results is what the case study approach that is practiced in business schools will have to be accentuated upon. In the sense, of course, for a moment, I'm not focusing on what are the new ways in which the pedagogic changes have to be brought to teach the cases itself in business school. That is one side we will come to when you probably ask that question. But the other thing is, what case studies can help in such situations. Even remotely, cases can be taught very well, and the focus is on synthesis. The focus is on making sense of the results, and that's what MBA grads, students who are in studying in business schools, will have to deal with, and hopefully when they go and work in organizations in real life, they will be able to use all that. So future ready leaders will be built only when they are present keen, in the sense that they have to be quite keen on the reality of the current day. The current day, a lot of things are changing, trends are emerging. If we can understand that and dovetail our career choices accordingly by developing those expertise, those domains of expertise, as I mentioned. I'm sure they will then be future ready, and that's what education institutions will have to encourage.
Right. Um, the last question that I'd actually like to pose both of you, which I said that I will ask, is on mental health.